I've never seen my homeland, never wanted to see the shambles of a country that nearly my entire family had fled over the course of 3 quick decades. Tales were spun from the palms of labourers, ready to be sprung from a million mouths and to be told with shiny eyes. The stories, legacies and lessons that were learnt and taught, now being taught and learnt. So I move in a little closer, open my eyes wider, hungry to hear the stories that they were too scared to ever share. I was hungry to hear their songs, now ripe and ready to erupt from the centre of their hearts. The women began to whisper harsh truths, tales of fortitude, struggle and sacrifice, of combating the commitments of a constant thread of chores, of scrubbing away with chiselled hands at dirty collars and dishes, rubbing, scratching, chafing, until the bruises were lost amongst dark water and thick foam. Whilst the sun laughed its outrageous laugh, too proud to ever hide away, and whilst the crowding swamp of children beneath them spat and salivated and basked in the generous shade of freedom that only youth brought along. The women watched their children with envious eyes, sparkling emerald. My nan once told me that the women shed tears, sometimes silent, sometimes in your face at your throat, choking, ready to kill anguish, when God placed upon us the soul of a new baby girl. God's gift became the women's sorrow. Stiff shoulders jerked up and down as they cried in knowledge of what their girls would have to face in their lives, when tomorrow they too would become women. They cried in ignorance, unwilling to change what was or what was to become. Instead, they wiped away their tears with mismatched shawls, covered in decorative curry stains, and went about their days shoveling shit. Maya said she knew why the caged bird sang. So do I. But these women kept their songs caged up in the safety of their breasts, protected only by a mesh of spun sugar and crumbling spices and the pride and fists of men. I heard my mum's song once, as she held me close in a wheat field near the river my dad speaks of so often. As the sugar and spice dissolved and iron fists relaxed, I heard her sing a melody of melancholia. 17 years old, still swigging on crisp naivety, and still boasting the arrogance of youth. Drunk on the facade of toughness, I heard her sing. Mismatched identities. The misled were leading the meek, who were muddled up in a mess of misconceptions, misgivings and mistrust. Don't trust because trust is a poison. Don't be stupid enough to deliver it to yourself. Money get money, make money, save money, get married. She could have made it. barriers and divisions and belief, bickering and boiling blood, blasphemy and blame, the brave and the bold bury their heads beneath broken plates, bashings and beatings and blurred boundaries, but a smile's barely holding up, break away or get bundled off. She could have made it. Crushed ribs, cocks and zippers, conversation controlled, clean, cook, creep around and cover up, culture cultivated corruption, curiosity meant you were cursed, but the cursed were just confused and the confused were told to cling on to the same religion that said they were cursed, but they were confused because it was the culture that was cursed. Confusion bound in miscommunication cleared the way for conflict, crushing the courageous, cutting out the cries, and the casualties mounted up whilst the cowardly watched on, and you kept quiet. I could have made it. And she rasped a deep sigh of regret, plodded me back down onto cold earth, swooped up her song and caged it back up, like it was an escaped convict, the victim of a cruel miscarriage of justice. They could have made it.